alluded to the slow start. The Oakland game, slow, last night, slow. Is there any commonality that you're seeing, or is it different things?
Obviously we've struggled to shoot the ball from the field, and I think from a defensive standpoint, we had some breakdowns in the beginning of the Oakland game. We had time to prepare for it, and with Southern Illinois, we had time to prepare. Here, you didn't. It's a different scout, but they run the Princeton system, and a lot of the things they do is very similar to Northwestern. So if it's a young guy that struggles with some things, I totally understand. But we had a lot of experienced guys out there having breakdowns. But you have to give credit to Richmond. They have a good team, and they did a great job. If you throw out strategy in this game, and you just simply asked who played harder, who was quicker to the ball, who rebounded, who looked like they wanted it more, and all those answers are Richmond. And they deserve this victory, and they came in here, and I told our guys, I said, they didn't play well. So that's what you have to understand. They didn't play well. They played hard. They were quick to the ball. They wanted it, but they didn't shoot the ball, as well as they're capable. There's a lot of things that they didn't do well in the offensive end. And so this could have been worse than it was. But I was very impressed with their effort and just their poise as a team. They seem like they have all the right pieces, but they seem to be on the right page. And it helps sometimes when you're leading throughout the game. But just a very impressive ball club.
John Park seemed to give you a spark, at least for a 6-minute stretch or whatever. Were you just kind of waiting or hoping that somebody would give it to you? You seem like you've gotten it the first, 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, what they do, they're switching man-to-man, rotating. It appears like a 2-3 zone, and they're trying to take you away. You have to have some sort of an inside presence. And if you don't have an inside presence and you can't attack them, whether off the bounce or on a post-up, then you got to be able to make a shot. And we struggled to get open looks, and when we did get those open looks, we didn't knock them down. And so it's good to see John come in there and make some shots for us and get us going a little bit.
Matt, what did they do to kind of make, it seemed like they did some things to kind of make Juwan uncomfortable a little bit. Did they make him kind of spin into the lane as opposed to fading away?
Well, he's a guy that you saw in the Southern Illinois game. He shoots tough shots. He shoots turnarounds. He shoots from anywhere from at the basket to to turn around 12, 15 footers. And so he had some good looks at the basket. It just didn't go down. But they did a good job. They did a good job swarming the basketball. And when we had our open looks, we didn't knock them down. A lot of times it was contested. A lot of times it was forced. But we had some open looks that we normally knock down, and we just didn't do that. But they did a good job. When you start missing those shots as time goes on, they don't give you they don't give you a reason to come down there and clamp at times. They stayed one-on-one at times. Sometimes they swarmed it. They just did a good job of giving us different looks.
What do you say about Kevin Anderson? Every time you guys got close, he hit a three.
He's great. He's a great player. Very impressed with him. You obviously watch guys on film, and you don't see him a lot. I've seen him a little bit on TV, but not a lot. But we see a lot of good lead guards, and he's as good as any of them. He controlled the game. He made plays when it was necessary. More than anything, obviously, he made some shots. He made the right decision tonight. He made good decisions. He got the ball where it needed to be. Just a good floor general. Very impressed with him.
Coach, how much did the shooting woes that you mentioned concern you going forward, or is that something you think will eventually get ironed out and you're more worried about the offense?
Well, sure, it concerns you. I think anytime you have bad starts 3 games in a row, we juggle the starting lineup a little bit, but just trying to to execute to get better shots, I think is important. The thing that kind of frustrates you is when you have good shooters taking some shots and just not making them. In those 2 games in Oakland and Southern Illinois, we eventually made those shots, and tonight we didn't. But they gave us a lot of different looks. They're a tough scout and a very good team. He does a great job.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.